Hello again. This is my mother-in-law's tongue plant. A day or so ago I thought it was time to divide it, and I did so. It's quite easy to divide, and this is the result here. I bought the plant about 20 years ago, and about that time I actually painted a picture of it. I thought it was so very nice. But during those 20 years I have divided it many times and given to family and friends. It is a really good plant. These two plants here were on my kitchen windowsill. This one was really very compact, and this is the one I divided a day or so ago to these here. So you can guess how many plants I got out of this little thing here. This one I will divide today. Now this is the mother-in-law's tongue, and it is can be called the snake plant, St.George's sword, or Sansevieria. It comes from hot countries, South Africa, Asia, so it requires dry condition. It requires good light, and it does not need to be wet. Just keep it damp. And these I put it into, there's no drainage in them, so I really do not need to overwater these at all. I think I read somewhere a few years ago that it was named Plant of the Month, so there you are. It's getting very trendy, so everyone should have them in their house. I'm going to divide this one now. I'll get a little gadget here out. So just gently, if I can, sort of ease it out gently, without damaging the plant, or more especially damaging the container, I think. Right, it's coming, but it takes a little bit of time. You can see how it is coming out, look. And now you can see all the different little plants. They can all be split up individually. So what I tend to do is, you can break them. If they're hard to cut, to separate, a knife will do it just as well. There's one plant. There's a little baby plant. That's 3 plants. It's a bit messy, but it's all right. And there we are. They're very forgiving plants, so you don't need to, gentle enough, but you don't need to worry about them too much. Now, obviously mother-in-law's tongues, most people do know them, and they're quite tallish plants. And if you put them into a container such as this, that I will be doing, it will grow, and it really looks very well in a tall container because they do great height. But I quite like them in smaller containers that you can pop about the house, So what we'll do here, we'll fill this one again. Get it cleaned. A little grit in the bottom doesn't do any harm at all. As I say, they do not like to be sitting in water. I'll put some compost in. Tap it down, maybe another little bit of grit to help with the drainage. Now we should put in maybe a largish one in that one, so we just decide which we'd like to put in. Put the roots in. I think that would probably, you could probably put another one in there, to balance this out, because they're both going in the kitchen, and you want them sort of more or less the same. That would be in there. And there's a tiny baby one somewhere. I'll find it again. I'll just pop it in there, and it'll be all right. So we'll fill it up with the compost. There we go. On the back. It is a bit messy, but sure, that's all right. Watch that. A bit more. Secure it just with your fingertips. Give it a shake. And you can position it now, you know, you can move it about a little bit just till you get it the right shape. The grit's good for it because it stops it drying out, and you know, helps to stabilize it, I think. And then we like a little bit of, I like grit. I like good compost and I like grit. And I think if you have those two things, you can do, I'll put some in this one I haven't put into that bit. This is the decorative grit. Put it in there, make it a bit better. No, a very, very little water. Just enough, and that will do it for quite some time, I would say. In hot weather, easily a week. Certainly in the winter time, it does not need the same amount of water. So that's the two there, if you can see them. Now I have so many more to do, and it's just getting containers for them all. So that's that. It is apparently it's one of those plants that's good for the house. You know, the way you hear about these plants, they're good for you know, maybe, I don't know, purifying air, or good for whatever, but it's a nice plant to have, and I think sometimes it's underrated, but I like it. So that's that. I will fill these taller ones, and as I say, you put this one in here, and within about, you know, I'd just say about 6 months, I'll probably be up to there. So we'll maybe look at that another time. That seems to be it. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got one of those plants, certainly have a go at dividing them. If not, go buy yourself one and divide it yourself, and it'll be all ready for Christmas. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.